Hello friends, I'm back with another video. In this video I'm going to tell you how to set up auto catch 6.3 in Android for rooted and non-rooted users. So let's get started. First of all, you need to download AC-Pogo zip file from Google Drive. So here is AC-Pogo zip file link. I will give this in description. So from the description link you can download this AC-Pogo zip file. I have already downloaded this file and will show you. You need to extract this file in and place it in internal folder. Let me show you how. I have already done it. Let me undo it and show you how to do that for newly using Android users. If you are not familiar with Androids, so this video will be the one-time guide for everyone. Let me find the file, zip file. So upcoming updates will be based on this. So here you can see AC-Pogo zip file. You just need to extract it wherever you have downloaded from. Just extract this AC-Pogo zip and create a separate folder for that if it asks for. So you will get a folder like this, something like AC-Pogo. It should be in internal storage. So you can see there are subfolders AC-Pogo and AC. Inside that another AC-Pogo folder is there. So let's move these files, these icons and apps that are inside it. I will just copy this. I will cut this out and paste it in AC-Pogo folder. So there is just a subfolder remaining here. This is an empty folder. I will delete this subfolder. So the path you can see here is AC-Pogo and every files are inside AC-Pogo folder. So once I go back, you can see I'm in internal storage where alarm, Android and everything is there. So you can see internal place the AC folder, AC-Pogo folder, and inside that there should be all the files related to AutoCatch. So first install Tasker and TouchTask and also auto inputs. First install these three applications. Let me install it. So it's installing from background, and let's install something else by then. Tasker is already being installed, so install TouchTask. So don't click open when you get this, click on done, and also do the same with auto inputs. So after installing auto inputs, click on done. Now we can see these three apps. First place this shortcut so that it will be easy to manage it. Let's put this tasker here. Okay, so now TouchTask. Don't open this app now. Just you can see all these three apps has been installed. Now just open the settings. So after opening the settings, go to accessibility. In accessibility you need to allow accessibility services for both of the applications, that are auto inputs and TouchTask. Let me enable the accessibility for auto inputs, and now let's enable. You can see this auto inputs has been enabled, but if sometimes after enabling the accessibility for any of this application, the phone might get hang for older devices. So if the screen gets hang or touch become irresponsive, then long press the power button and off the phone and it will reboot the phone. So likewise you have to on the accessibility services for auto inputs and test tasks. So I have done enabling for both of them. Now let's open this touch task, allow the permission, so allow the background notifications. So now you can off this run in foreground, so it will not consume any battery. And you can also do the same with auto inputs, so that there will not be any battery drainage or something, and it will work only when needed. So click on accessibility in foreground, off that for both of the plugins that are auto inputs and touch task. By disabling this, we have completed the configuration of both the apps that are auto inputs and touch task. After configuration of auto inputs and touch task, granting those permissions, now let's open Tasker. So in Tasker you will get some terms and conditions like this. Just skip this, tick this here on top side, you can see that, and again tick here. So you are in the home screen of the Tasker. So long press this home icon. So first we need to import this that we have extracted. So long press on home icon here, bottom left side, you can see that. Click on import. Now it will ask for storage permission, so allow it. Okay, so we need to start the Tasker again because it has closed. Now let's click on import. Now you can see the phone icon on right side. Click that and you will get to the folders here. So you can see the AC-Pogo folder here. This is AutoCatch old one. Let's get back here. So you can see AC-Pogo in top first. That is the first folder. So you can see in that there is 6.3 AC. You need to click that to import that. You need to import that. After importing you will get all the options like this. So missing permissions, so let's enable these permissions. Click on OK. So it need device location. We don't need root for that, we can skip that, deny it. If we are rooted, you can grant that. And after that we just need to go to this last time Pogo here. Click back here, last time Pogo, you can see here, or click on auto start, any one of that, last time Pogo or click on auto start. Then click on Pokemon Go, make sure it has been enabled. Now when you click back button, you will get this warning like that. You need to click OK in this screen so that you can be able to grant the permission for app usage access. This permission will make Tasker and AutoCatch to remember your last location when you stop the game. That is the feature that have made available in the AutoCatch. So when you last leave the game, it will store the location so that you can make sure of cooldown and everything. So let's find the starter here. You will see something like starter. Let's move it to the up. So this is the starter app. You need to start this. Click on the play icon and on the left side of the screen, click this. So you need an overlay permission, display overlay. So it's basically a shortcut overlay here that is of Pokeball icon, and this is what makes the auto catch run. So what you need to do is go to the Pokemon encounter screen and click on the Pokeball icon. You can drag this Pokeball icon up and down on the right hand side. So long press this Pokeball icon to get the menu of the app, menu of the script. So there are many things, default list, more, and many settings in that. So this is basically the installation. That's how you need to install and configure the app. Now after that, if you are a non-rooted user, you just need to clear the ACR here. For non-rooted, delete this ACR. You can see here, delete this directly. If you are a rooted user, you need to do the opposite. You need to delete AC here. So for if you are a rooted user, delete the AC and rename this ACR to AC. Rename it to AC if you are a rooted user after deleting the AC. If you are a non-rooted user, just delete the ACR. ACR is not required for you. ACR is for rooted user, so they can delete the AC and replace it with ACR by renaming it to AC. So both rooted and non-rooted can use this. AC for non-rooted users, ACR by deleting and renaming thing for rooted users. So long press, once click on the scan button, means this is the Pokeball icon to scan the Pokemon that's in the encounter screen. Click on do not show again and start now. Once you click the Pokeball for one time, that will ask for the permission to capture screen so that it can scan the Pokemon and throw the ball. So when you are in encounter screen, you can click that and catch the Pokemon. I will just not get into the detail or demo, just I will show you around. So here you can enter the Pokemon name and increase or reduce the speed by 10 milliseconds, and to go to the next page, that is 15 milliseconds page, to increase or reduce 15 milliseconds of a particular Pokeball throw. So and 25 millisecond is the last default setting for putting listing a Pokemon, putting into a list, so that next time if you encounter that Pokemon, it will reduce or increase the speed depending on what you have selected. So if I select Pikachu, reduce section and click on the reduce button, it will go to the list of reduce section of 25 milliseconds. This is the 25 millisecond page, so it will reduce 25 milliseconds delay in throwing the Pokeball. So this is the advanced list manager. This is not the default numbering. So here you can select a large range of number and select different kinds of Pokemon. Just type the Pokemon, enter the name where it indicates, and click on the set. Whichever set you select, it will go to that set of that value. So if 183 is the default number, if you have slide that and kept it to 183, then it will use the 183 millisecond speed to throw the Pokeball. And you will see, when you click the number, you will see the list of the Pokemons that you have entered. But even if you enter anything, that will get stored, and whenever if the Pokemon is that, it will reduce or increase the speed. It will throw the Pokeball with the default speed. It is also advanced adjust is also the same. From you can also go to it by default list at the last page. And temporary adjust will give you a dialer, some slide selector, number selector. You can pick a number. By picking a number, the number will be used for catching a Pokemon only once. You need to click this. After that, means if you click this button and miss the Pokemon, and then you select temporary adjust, then select any number and you need to click this again, so that it will temporarily use that number that you have selected. So MS list manager, so come to MS list manager, this is the list manager for 10 seconds, 10 milliseconds, 15 milliseconds and 25 milliseconds to for reduced Pokemon list. These are the list that will be stored when you click the reduce or increase button for reduced section, and these bottom three are for increased. You can see the list, and here the slide manager, this is the slide and the manager is here. When you click the number, the value beside the slider, you will get the list as you've seen before. So now you can see that everything is empty in default MS list manager. This is the default MS list manager for 10, 15 and 25 milliseconds increase or reduce. So the total is 6 list managers for the default MS list. Click help for more details about each button and its functions. So now let's see more. So here in more you will have 4 options like this. Double tap AC. First let me show you this. So this is basically a thrower, Pokeball throw button just by a click, which doesn't require screen recording or scanning your encounter screen. You just need to select wisely the button depending on the distance of the Pokemon. If Pokemon is closer to the screen, then click on the Weedle, and if it is far away, click on Hariyama. So Rosella is for mostly Aaron and Charizard. In between these three, and between is the Vulpix. So in between these three, most of the Pokemons are, and remaining Pokemons that are very rare in comparison for closeness or the farness of the Pokemon. So mostly these three types of buttons are mostly used, and this is the button to hide, and click on the speed button to adjust the speed of the throw, and that will be a default speed that which you select. So long pressing any of the icon, Weedle or any other, you will get 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 10% increase of the throw distance. Means if you long press it, it will add 10% of the base throw. So long press any of the button and it will increase 10% of the base throw, so the distance can be managed, and you can easily control the throw distances of the Pokemon and assign a value for yourself. You can just play it, and this is the close all button to close everything. And let me show you cooldown calculator. So I have not played last session because I have installed recently for demonstration for you, showing if I open Pokemon Go and go back, if I play some time long and go back, it will record the last session. So let's see, and location too. I have not on the GPS, so it will not show the location. Last exit is the location. Last session should show the time. I need to play for that. I will play in next video. It will be very long video if I do everything in this. Um, let now let's close everything. So when you launch Pokemon Go, it will auto start this dialog to start or stop auto catch assistant. You can off this in tasker by disabling the auto start button in profiles. That is in profiles, you can off the auto start in profiles. If let me show you that uh, the last session will show the time, and the last exit that's coming now will show your current coordinate if you are using a GPS app, fake GPS app or anything, and also it show you your current location. If you enter any coordinate, it will show the cooldown between your location and the entered coordinate distance. It will show the distance and the cooldown required for you if you try to teleport. And if you enter two different coordinates like this, if you enter two coordinates, I am just randomly picking any coordinate and typing just random coordinates to check the cooldown. You can check the cooldown between original coordinates. You can directly paste any tweet or two tweets of containing coordinates. No matter with any text, it can contain any rubbish text like 100 IV, this, that, and Pokemon name, whatever. You don't need to clear anything, just paste those two coordinates regardless of the text. Unnecessary text, you can paste the unnecessary text with containing chords, and it will tell the cooldown between those two as well. So let me show you another thing, that is QGPX maker. This is the coordinates to GPX converter. Just paste list of the coordinates and it will convert that into GPX. You can see my previous video on how to make the chords into GPX. That is the extension added in this. And chords beta, this is the last feature that I have made in this creates an overlay. So whatever you click on yes, if ask like this, depending on the web view version you use in Android, it's inbuilt app, so no need to worry. I daily post 100 IV coordinates of different sources, and here are some of the tweets I have posted few hours ago. Let's copy the slugma coordinate. You can see 1055 at the end of the coordinate. I have just clicked on view details. After clicking on view details, I will get the coordinates directly into my clipboard. So I need to paste it in my spoofing app, and I will directly teleport to the coordinate easily. I intended to make map view so that you can use different maps and feeds, like you can say that Pokemon Go plus plus for iOS user has some list of the coordinates, because they have local website, they have server for that. I don't have any server, so I'm uh, using this Twitter. So I'm trying to copy another one that failed. Let me show you again. Omnite. So click on view details, just that's it. By clicking on that, it doesn't copy anything if you click on the tweet, but you need to click on view detail of the tweet and it will copy the coordinates. Just click paste the coordinates and teleport. You can snap hundreds, and I will try to post more. Long press and click on close all to close everything. So enjoy the event, and I will post more detailed guides in next parts of this video.